Okay, it was very important to cooperate mutually in this program that aims to serve the African continent and serves the stability in such a very important area in Africa, which is the Sahel area. We also talked about the national strategy launched by Romania in Africa and the potential of cooperation with Egypt to serve the African issues, especially the issues of development, security, and peace. The President of the state is responsible for the file of reconstruction in post-conflict phase in Africa within the framework of the African Union. Finally, we discussed some international files. On top of them, the Ukrainian crisis and its negative repercussions on the global economy, especially for the developing countries, and on top of them, Egypt, of course, and particularly when it comes to the food security and energy security. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to begin Her Excellency the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Romania as a dear guest for us, wishing her a kind stay and happy stay in Egypt during her official important visit. Again, I'd like to reiterate our keenness on further development of relationships, hoping to find specific developments and tangible developments at the level of bilateral cooperation between both countries, and we're about to celebrate the 120th anniversary of the beginning of the relationships in 1926. There will be specific outcomes that will be declared while celebrating this great anniversary for both countries. Thank you so much. I'd like to invite Her Excellency to deliver her statement.
جئت هنا في زيارة مصرية لجمهورية مصر
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm here in an official visit to Egypt, extending deep thanks and appreciation for the good hospitality. Egypt has been a partner for a long time of Romania, not only in Africa and the Middle East, but at the international level. We have excellent bilateral relationships. As I said, in 2026, we'll celebrate the 120th anniversary of the diplomatic relationships between both countries. I spoke with His Excellency Dr. Badr Abdelati about the reconstruction program in post-conflict phase in cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Romania and Cairo Center for Conflict Settlement. I'd like to express deep thanks and appreciation to our Egyptian partners and to His Excellency the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Egypt and to the delegation of Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Cairo Conflict Settlement Center. Thank you for the support and the hospitality given to us. This program and this visit and this coordination is an important role played by Egypt in the Middle East and in Africa. As for the bilateral relationships, we are working on building security and peace in the neighboring areas, promoting the bilateral relationships and mutual dialogues, focusing on the geopolitical dimension and the economic context of the relationships. We discussed and exchanged opinions on many topics, including bilateral issues and sectoral cooperation and regional conflicts affecting both regions. I'd like to express my concerns regarding the escalation of the situation in the Middle East, appreciating the efforts exerted by Egypt at the level of facilitating the entrance of humanitarian aids to Gaza Strip and at the level of the mediation and limiting the escalation, Romania called for the implementation of UN Security Council resolutions in the 3 phases proposed by the United States and supported by Egypt and Romania. We keep calling for ceasefire, immediate ceasefire in Gaza, and the release of all the hostages, and to have a safe flow of the humanitarian aid to Gaza. The continuous violence hinders the just and lasting peace. We need sustainable solutions, and these solutions include the 2-state solution according to UN Security Council resolutions and relevant international resolutions. I discussed our participation in alleviating the suffering of the civilians in Gaza. We have sent several humanitarian aids to Gaza and medical supplies, food, and many essential elements. We decided to receive the Palestinian children in Romanian hospitals by the end of September. The first group of children and their families arrived in Romania, indeed. We are active in providing the humanitarian aid to Lebanon. In the same month, we sent tons of food supplies to Lebanon. I'd like also to express our deep thanks and appreciation for the important aid by Egypt in restoring the Romanian citizens from Gaza and from Sudan. I'd like to share Egypt's concern regarding the navigation in the Red Sea and its adverse effect on the economic development in Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, I informed His Excellency the Minister on Romania's stance towards the repercussions of the Russian war against Ukraine. Ukraine is one of our neighboring countries. There was an air bridge between Romania and Ukraine. We condemned this war and Russia's behaviors and its violation of the international law. Romania is committed to support Ukraine. We all know that the Russian war has a wide-scale effect at the regional level and the international level and security in general. We fully realize the increasing need of Africa and Middle East to food security. Romania is working on mitigating the undesired consequences of this war. And Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Egypt, Romania provides continuous support to Egypt in the European Union. We advocated and we would like to develop the partnership between Egypt and the European Union at the strategic level, because Middle East and Europe, of course, have many common and mutual interests. That was one of the main components of our discussion today. Moreover, in the discussion on the cooperation between both countries, I seized this opportunity to express our happiness and being pleased with the outcomes of the mutual committee held in Bucharest of October this year. We signed many investment and SMEs agreements in several fields, including agriculture, gas, and electricity. As Your Excellency mentioned, Egypt is one of the most important partners to Romania.